Hello students, hope you are fine. Today let's study about primary and secondary data. It's a topic from chapter 2 statistics. Are you ready? In this chapter 2 collection of data, you have to study about what is data and how the data can be collected. So data means it's an information collected from the population or collected from other source of data. And singular is datum. So let us discuss about what are the two sources of data. Basically, data can be classified into two: primary data and secondary data. Primary and secondary data. So by primary data we mean it is the data collected by the enumerator. Enumerator means those who are collecting the information. Enumerator, he collects the data directly from the field, means from the field of inquiry where the inquiry is conducted. From there the person, means the enumerator, he collects the information directly. First, that is we can call as first hand information, very reliable information, is it? Such types of data we can call it as primary data. While secondary data we mean it is collected and processed by some other team, some other agency or some other party. It is a form of finished products. It's already prepared and published. From that source we can use. So the effort is very less. At the same time, reliability also questionable, is it? So for example, population study. Population survey conducted by the Population Census Department of India. Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India conducts census every 10 years of period. So that is the primary information. Or if you want to study the cost of living of the workers of a company, we have to go to the accommodation and we have to collect the information. Or if we want to know the popularity of the film actors, movie actors and actresses, we have to go to the school and we have to seek the opinion of the students. These are primary informations. If the collected information we prepared in a format, that is coming as to be secondary data. So it depends upon the reliability of the investigator or the enumerator. Okay, let us discuss the matter in detail. What are the major difference between primary data and secondary data? Okay, so hope you understood the first part, meaning of this term primary and secondary data. So for the convenience we can compare one aspect in both sides. Such a way we can make it easily for understanding. First of all, regarding the original, whether the data is original or not. So when we think about originality of the data, we can say primary data are original. It's original in its nature. Why this primary data is considered to be original? Because it is collected by the investigator or enumerator directly from the field of inquiry. He himself is taking part in the investigation, or is supervising the investigation. So a direct touch, it is remarkable in case of this study. While secondary data, it is not original in its nature. Why? Because it is already collected by some other source and it is obtained from someone else, someone's record. We are using the data from someone's record. That fellow is collected, or his agency might be collected. That we are not sure that who is the person behind this one, how much accuracy might have taken in the collection of this data. That is, all these things are questionable. That is why we cannot say that is not original. Original means it should be produced by ourselves, myself or yourself, is it? So that's the first point. Primary data is original in its nature, but secondary data is not original in its nature. Clear? Second point regarding the accuracy. Primary data are more accurate in its nature because it is the investigating agency directly collected the information, like the census report collected by Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India under his supervision and its guidance by the government officials directly. If it is given to the private agency, definitely we can see prejudice will be there, bias will be there. That is why this data collected directly, primary data, are accurate in its nature. Accuracy or reliability we can see there because it is collected by the investigating agency directly from the field. While secondary data, we cannot say regarding the accuracy is there. This information is not perfectly correct. What is published in the publications, whether it is journals or monthly publications or daily newspapers or television channels, anywhere it is published, it is not trustworthy. We cannot trust that. That is why it is not accurate. It doesn't mean that all the secondary data are not accurate. Few are accurate, but we have to keep the matter, we have to keep an eye on this, the reliability of the data, whether it is true or false. That is why we are saying primary data are more accurate, while secondary data are not accurate like primary data. That's true, 100% true. Third point, possibility of personal prejudice is there in primary data. Personal prejudice means bias. Suppose I went to collect an information from an area and that party belongs to the information. It is something relating to me. So I can give a wrong information. I can inform the authority wrong information. I can give wrong information. Means I am showing some partiality to my concern. That is why the same census report is information is given to a private company. Definitely that will show, the company will show their prejudice there. That is a possible matter in a private because a direct contact is there. What they have informed, that we can change according to our wish and will. Some personal investigations of some agencies investigations coming because of in such a way, prejudice will be there. But in this regard, secondary data is clear because already published. But when the authority collected the information, they might have shown the prejudice there. But this printed format, there is no prejudice. It is clear what is given there that we can read and use. There is no prejudice. Prejudice only with the field of inquiry. So in this regard, we can say secondary data is not having such a prejudice. But this data already collected during the time of collection, they might have shown the prejudice there. That we cannot believe that one. That's the third point. Matters of personal prejudice. Fourth one is regarding the expense. Whether any expense is incurred on the production of this primary data or not. Yes. More capital is required, more money is required, more labor force also required. It's a matter of a long process. Census survey of India is conducted around a period of 1 year time. 6 months time is required for the collection of data and tabulation, arranging. So everything will take around nearly 1 year. That is why in the year of 1 year in advance, government, the other concerned department will start the inquiry. Now it was disturbed because of this coronavirus and all in our country. So we are waiting for the 2021 census report. Is it? So it is more expensive and time consuming. More effort is required to get this information. Is it? That is a fourth point regarding the primary data. It's more money is required, more labor is required. So it's expensive and time consuming. While secondary data, there is nothing, only a sheet of paper or a television information. Only that much time only required to collect the information. No need to go to the field and no need to spend anything. Is it? No need to spend anything like primary data. It's very cheap. Easily we can collect the information. No need of capital, no need of labor. Just if it is coming in newspaper, take the newspaper and copy the information. If it is coming in monthly, read the monthly and collect the information. If it is coming in any annual publications of the government or any agency, just copy that one. See, easily people are using census report. They don't know the tension behind the collection of information. The risk taken by the enumerators in the collection of information. When they are going for collecting information, they are alone, they are going to the houses of the individual. We don't know what kind of people are there in the houses. When I was there in the 2010 estimates census population, I observed the problems. When these females are going for into the field for collecting the information, it is difficult for them. That is why their husbands also accompany with them. Because isolated areas, hilly areas, in villages, there is we cannot trust and till the afternoon time. So that's the matter. So it's a matter of risk. More risk is there. But when the government publishes the information, census report, all agencies, they are easily using that one. That is according to them, that is secondary data for them. But to the government, that is a primary data. Because why? It is collected by the authorized persons of the government departments. That's why. Clear now. So government, a huge amount is spent for the census report at all. It's a time consuming, money consuming activity of the nation. So now we finished 4 points. Fifth point is that this primary data is very suitable for our analysis. Why? It is collected systematically. A systematic way of collection is there in case of primary data. It is systematically collected. So that is why we can use positively for our purposes. But secondary data, that is, we are not having that belief that it is systematically collected. It's a printed format, maybe copied from the previous, and little bit changes might be done there. That is a guarantee that they went to the field and collected. Is it? So instead of that, primary data, it's a systematically collected by the investigating agency appointed by the concerned authority. So that suitability is there in this regard. But in secondary data, there is not such a suitability is there regarding the systematic collection of that one. Understood? And next, sixth point, I think we can say, extra precaution is not required in case of primary data, whether it is true or false. Why? Because we know it's true only. The concerned authority collected, the government authority collected, or we went to the field and collected. So suppose, as I told you the example of cost of living of the 100 workers, and we found that 50% of the total laborers, they are in a very pathetic situation. 50% is okay. That's a finding. That's a true. There is no doubt in this regard. We can clearly say from the 100 employees of that company, 50% of labor, they are suffering because of the basic facilities. While other 50%, they are enjoying their life. That's a finding from our survey. Because why? We went to the field and we met the employees, all the employees of the company, and we inquired regarding the situations and all. We asked regarding the income levels and all. And finally, we made a conclusion. That is why we can say 100%. That is true. But in secondary data, what is the guarantee? Is it? So, if it is taken such care and caution regarding the preparation, okay, that we can believe. But that also, as I told you, a questionable matter. Is it? And next point is that, I think 6th or 7th point. It's a primary data is in the form of a raw material, raw data. Means after the collection, it's a tabulation, classification, many activities are there. It's like a cloth bought from the shop for stitching shirt. Why? We have to take the cloth to the tailor, and he has to take the measurement according to our body fit and all, and accordingly he has to stitch. Then only the product is coming in the form of shirt. That will take time. But the secondary data is like a ready-made shirt. It's a ready-made product. It is made by someone else. Just use that one. Like we are going to the shop and buying that one. So it may be fit or unfit. Some ready-made shirt, we can see that so it is not fit for few people. Why? Having more loose. Or shoulder may be fit, but the hip side may be wider like that. So that's why we have to prepare the cloth according to our interest. The same way we have to collect the data according to our interest. But that is not possible in all the matters. But in order to get the reliability and accuracy, the matter should be directly contacted. Understood? So one is the form of raw material, other one is the form of ready-made product. Clear? And one more point we can see that primary data are reliable. Because already we discussed, we can conclude that primary data are reliable because of the enumeration, the team of enumeration, and the time consuming expense of that one, and in all these regard, primary data we can conclude that this is reliable data in the available field. While depends upon the individual and depends upon the team of that one going for the inquiry, we have to rethink regarding the reliability of secondary data. But still we are using secondary data, and we are having a belief that that might be conducted meticulously without any prejudice or any bias, and that's why we can believe that one. So it is not possible to conduct survey in all cases directly. So we have to believe to an extent whether it is conducted by the external agency or outside. These are the major difference between primary data and secondary data. Hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you for watching my class.